All right, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. It's your good friend Possible here, and I'm back in action with yet another storied movie review. I had to admit this one was kind of a refreshing change. It was good to know that when it comes to making sequels wrong, the Japanese can have the same problems that Americans have because they made Battle Royale 2 Requiem, where basically we have a new set of people on an island fighting for their lives, but for a different reason and in a different way. Now, this movie kind of caught my eye because the teacher from the first movie was talking to somebody on the phone a little bit. Okay, she called him, then he called her, and well, you'll have to see Battle Royale. But in this one, she becomes the opening focus of this movie, and you'll understand why I say that she's the opening focus in just a minute here. She's the opening, so we finally get to meet her, we finally get to understand her story. She wants to find out what's going on, so she wants to be in Battle Royale. This is the first part I have to take offense when it comes to this movie. I get that you wanted to be with Battle Royale, so you had to go with a group of losers and make sure that you were in the worst school with the worst punks, and somehow, out of all the other schools that are bad like this one, out of all the schools with the punks like these, you knew that this was going to be the school and or class that was going to be selected for the Battle Royale. It could have been, it's a 1 in a million shot, is basically what she did. I'm not saying that Japan is full of bad kids, mind you. I'm just saying that she won the lottery choosing this class, this school, because somehow she knew that they were going to be the ones selected. Once again, you get the idea that Battle Royale is a show. However, it's only through a reporter yelling in a microphone. That's the only way you know it's a show. There are no cameras here. You don't see this, okay? But they've changed things. They've changed the rules. Instead of them hunting each other, now it's the entire class hunting one person. Oh, and they threw in something that was completely stupid and pointless, especially in the second half of the film. But you're partnered up now. And if your partner dies, or if you get more than 50 meters away from your partner, then you die too. And it's one of those combinations where you have to wonder, what the F? Why the F would they even do that? A little bit more background as this quote-unquote story here is that some of the survivors have formed a resistance, and now they want to kill all the adults. And I don't know, that's about it. They never really explain why they want to kill all the adults. Now, you're supposed to get the impression that they would like to kill all the adults to stop this Battle Royale stuff and to stop the mistreatment of kids and stuff like that. It's never explicitly stated, though. So it's all inferred. There's a lot missing in the sequel to Battle Royale. And you'll notice in the title here that it's a Kinji and a Kenta film. That's because, well, Kinji, the original director, he died during the making of this film. So he was unable to complete this project on his own. Maybe that's why it went wrong. They had a good setup, but it all fell apart. And unfortunately, whereas Battle Royale was very inspired, the sequel is very uninspired. It just didn't have the heart, it didn't have the connection, and of course they had the same things that we do in our sequels. They were revisiting and repeating a lot of what happened before. But you got an impression that something was supposed to be different. But it just didn't work out. Battle Royale 2 did not come together. And it wasn't just the disconnects. Here's the real problem with the sequel. It was boring. It was very, very slow. So you couldn't really connect with what was happening, who it was happening with. Whereas Battle Royale, you got to at least talk to somebody for at least 2 minutes before you killed them. So you actually had a connection of who they were and what they wanted and everything. But when it came to Battle Royale 2, you just didn't have it. It was just mindless violence. A lot of shooting, a lot of running. If anything Japan should be upset about, it's how they treated their military. You think Zach Brannigan was the captain here. Just keep running in, troop after troop after troop, until their bullets run out. No hiding. No taking shelter, no strategy, just running until their bullets run out. And the ending is completely impossible. You just couldn't really buy it. It just didn't really work at the end. They kept throwing in elements from the past movie, trying to give an explanation, but no explanation. No explanation. It's just all of a sudden this guy shows up. And you were hoping he would finally understand what his point was, what his purpose was. It didn't come together. So I ragged on this enough. Let's face it, Battle Royale, if you're still with me, is a pass, in case you haven't figured that part out yet. And it's not just because of the bad plot development, it's not because of the bad character development, or the fact that realistically this story had nowhere to go. And you had the feeling that not just the story had nowhere to go, but the characters had nowhere to go. They finally meet this big terrorist leader, and he's really just this lost kid who has no idea what he's doing or why he's even doing it. So yeah, it gets a pass from me for sure. And yeah, I was real sad. But no, the biggest reason why I couldn't stand this movie was the pacing. The pacing killed it. It was too slow. It went nowhere. And you remember how I told you about that one girl who was the opening inspiration of the movie? Yeah, she gets lost. You don't see her again until near the end, and it's like, oh, but she pops up every once in a while, but they don't do anything with her. Her motivations are unfulfilled until the very end. And it's like, you know what? Couldn't you have done more with her than just have her stand there and look serious? You know, seriously, that was this whole girl's direction. Stand there, look serious. That's it. She's very cute, by the way. Anyway, yeah, that's it for me today, guys. We will see you at the theaters.